Hello and welcome, everybody! Robot Wars T! As usual, you guys will be choosing our units. We already have units that have been voted on, and we need to upgrade a little bit more some of these units that have been voted on. They're pretty set right now, but we want a bit more energy. And we'll give Maxter just a bit more armor. I feel like he's probably going to want to take it a beating. Eldor Soul can get a little more armor too. Okay. Let's go to the sub-scenarios. To the orbit base. Yep. Poor Ryoma, man. Poor Ryoma. How's it going, man? Thanks for the host, Drum. Yeah, that was an episode, man. That was an episode for sure. For everybody that's like, yeah, this episode just reminded me why I hate Game of Thrones. It's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, this episode had a lot of people just walking away after saying something, but like, some great moments in that episode. And that, the final moment is real good. Real good. Yep. Man, you were the first person I thought about after I watched it. I was like, man, we're not going to get a chance to just talk about it. That's a shame. It's such a good scene, man. Such a good scene. And just like, again, Nikolaj Coster-Waldau, one of the best actors around, you know. The look on his face. Sold it so well. So well. Super hyped for the next episode. Excited for the stream today. We're gonna have a good time. I got a lot of work to do after the stream, but I'm excited. Ryoma, no! Join the full spectrum! Come on! Come on! Also, it's really weird having Musashi alive in this timeline. I like it, though. Cool. So I'm really excited because we're going to be getting into stuff I haven't seen yet soon. Because we're going to be taking a different route for the stream than I took in my playthrough. I'm excited to see what happens there. Captain Harlock. It's a cool idea having Captain Harlock and Captain Bright know each other already. Pretty nifty. Yeah, I still don't think that the show is as good in some places as the books, just like before, but I've pretty much decided that with Game of Thrones, I'm not ever getting the end of the books, so I might as well just enjoy the show. Captain Harlock doesn't want to join the full spectrum. Allergies are killing me, man. Game audio is so low for some reason right now. Let me bump that up. Yeah. Captain Harlock is not going to join us right now. He's got his own journey to take. Yep, Akito Tenkawa. And a few others that don't want to join up with a military organization. Alright, so, the Harlock crew, which is the one that we will be going with for this playthrough, because so many. King Caden Tobiah, the Gundam Fighters, Vidomon, Spike Spiegel, who has a vote, Vaughn, who has a vote, the Eldora Soul has a vote, and Harlock has a vote. Whereas the alternatives are Galgai Gar, who has a vote, and I think that's it for the Earth team. So we're going to go with Harlock's team, since they're the ones that have more votes. And again, for anybody watching this, either on YouTube or Twitch side, we're definitely not beating the game today. So if there's a unit that you would like us to use, cast your vote. As long as the playthrough's still going on, we'll use that unit. Allergies. Oh, Kiriko? Oh, you know we're using Kiriko, King. Also, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so we're gonna go with the free commandos instead of the Peacekeeper. And all this dialogue from this point on will be new for me. Hit the auto scroll. All right. Let's do it. I'm really excited, actually, to see this other side of things here. No, we're not with the regulars anymore. Now we are space pirates. We pull up my secrets tab again to make sure we don't miss anything if we can help it. We'll probably still miss stuff, but you know, hey. This is a completely different conversation too. I thought it would just be like the same conversation, but like with a couple different lines, but this is a different conversation. Really cool. Also, I have a special surprise that'll be going up today. Some might call it a last surprise. Going up today at about 4 or so. Captain Harlock needs Ace. We need Ace Nero. Need to Ace Ryoma. I don't think anybody's voted for Ryoma, but how can we not use the getter, you know? Chibity needs to be aced because he's been voted on. We might as well ace Akito. And I guess we could ace... Your Wi-Fi's terrible? I'm sorry, buddy. We're gonna wind up using George here because we just don't have enough units anyway, so... We need some more kills. George Desan. Alright. Let's see then. The Rose. Serena. We could give Black Serena a little bit more energy. It wouldn't hurt. And then Getter could use a little bit more energy. And then... we don't have Kiriko yet. Not on this playthrough, anyway. I have him on the other playthrough. Shouldn't be too much longer, that's all I'll say. Should not be too much. Kiriko. Free commandos. Oh, come on. His cloak looks awesome. Oh, Kiriko sadness. Soon. Soon. Hamburgers are steak. Shuffle Alliance has got to fight about food. Also, there's a restaurant behind Toshiro there. You can see it. It's not like Ryoma has any money. Vaughn is really good in this game. Like, the way he interacts with the story is really good. Yeah, so this part still has to happen then. It makes sense. I was wondering how that was going to work out on this side. Rudy Pixie's Alto. Yeah, Vaughn did too. That's why he was offering to stay back and help. Probably Domon as well. Do 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 do. Yeah, no, about the time that you guys decided to help with a colony drop is about the time that all of the full spectrum stopped giving you credit. Ooh. Like she thinks she's just gonna get to hire Tokito. Not happening. Do, 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 do. Something. I actually really like Rudy's design. I think they did a really good job with her. She's an interesting villain. That's the problem, yeah. So, around this point is when, in the other story, you get to meet the Rune Knights. So what's going to happen here? Because in that one, you meet Hikaru, Yumi, and Fu. But here, we're in space. I mean, I have a feeling I know what's going to happen, but... Okay, then we'll bring the Burning, Rose, Black Serena, the Shingatter. I guess we could bring everybody. We might as well. Thanks, Kate. I've been thinking about this a lot, and this is not the time to bring this up, so I'm going to wait until we get to the map, but then I think it's time to change up this office a little bit. Yeah. That's... It's understandable. Yep. Who else would it be after that interesting meeting? But Rudy Pixie's Alto. Company. Yeah. They're not a small company, that's for sure. Yep, just like pirates in the good old days. You are correct, Captain Harlock. I really like Rudy's name. They did a really good job with that. Rudy Pixie's Alto. Okay, so we still fight Roni then. I thought for sure it would be somebody different. I guess if they never bring it up on the Earth-like side, if that conversation never comes up, and you still need to have this moment, I just assumed it would be a different person here. It's interesting. Sure, okay. Okay, that's a different way to take his character, though. That's interesting. That's cool, because the other side, he was just kind of, like, full of hot air, but on this side, he's, like, thinks he's better than them because these are all people that are not a part of regular society anymore. That's really interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's something, Saito. And any ally unit defeats at least 3 enemy units in the same turn during a player phase. Does anybody have a map attack? I don't think the Arcadia even has a map attack. It's not. George, do you have a map attack? No. The Getter doesn't even have a map attack. I don't think we have a single unit that has a map attack. How are we going to take out 3 enemies on the same turn? And it says on player phase. During a player phase. I guess if you had enough EXC to do multi-action. But you'd have to do it twice. That's going to be difficult, but I think we can do it. It's just not going to be easy. Okay. So let's start sending people forward. Here, we'll resplit. And Chibity needs kills. Spike doesn't really need kills. Send Domon forward. Domon's still going to wind up being a good heavy hitter for us. We might as well start leveling Akito. Then everybody else can kind of just hang out. They didn't get voted on. There's not that many enemies either, honestly, to be able to build up that much EXC. There must be reinforcements that come in at some point. Alright, let's get in there with Get Up People! I mentioned an office change. What I think I'm going to do is install another desk right here to help hold everything up. That way maybe I can move this camera a little bit away, because it's like right here at all times. And that's cool, but, you know, I hit it a bunch. And then I think I'm probably going to move the mic from right here where it currently is. You can just barely see the outline there. I think I'm going to move it to actually in frame, coming up from here, or closer at least. That way I can be heard a little bit better. There's been situations lately where words have been getting cut off. I would rather not have words get cut off if at all possible. Go for it, Chibity! And maybe I just need to bump up the sensitivity gain a little bit on the mic and then turn it down in Streamlabs. Maybe that'll fix the problem. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm going to keep working on it. Because, like, even support attack wouldn't count as that unit being the one that got the kill, right? Also, we will never make any money off of this series of T as long as I have this song playing. Because they get automatically monetized every time. But I don't care because this song fits so well, you know? Like, they're not blocking us. They're just taking all the money. And that's fine. Because look at this, you know? And how good it fits. Da, da, bum, 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 bum. And like the song cuts in right as Chizuru shows up. It's too perfect! Why is this song not in the game? Why? Dios. Amigo! So good. So good. I think my voice cracked in the middle of that with the allergies acting up, but man, so good. I guess honestly we should have just thrown one unit out there and let them get a bunch of EXE to be able to get this SR point. But I'm not too super concerned about SR points on this run. I mean, I'm still going to try and get them every time we can, but... Go for it, Akito! There we go. Akito needed some XP as well. Alright, Harlock needs some more kills too. I think we can kill this one. No, it's still at full. Alright, what if we soften them up? Yeah, a plasma cannon. Spike is really good in this game. I keep trying for Spike not to be the person who has the most kills on my team. Like, I want Guy to be my top ace, right? And I keep trying to make sure that Spike's not the one. And Spike always, like, he crits so often. He does so much damage. He has such great range. It does not take much for Spike to just destroy enemies in this game. Doop-a-doo. Boom, ba-dum, boom. Also, tomorrow's stream has been moved to Saturday. It may get moved to Monday. Because I have a lot of work this weekend that I have to do. Like I said at the start of this week is real rough for work. So it may get moved to Monday. Yep, that puts Harlock at 44. 6 more kills for him to ace. Alright, let's let him come at us here. We'll see if we can't build some EXE. They're all just after Akito today, huh? We can take one hit from these guys. It's not going to be that big of a deal. It's what, 1,000? 2,000? It's there, but not that big of a deal. Here goes! Here goes! Yeah. Boom, 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 ba-dow. We'll use a persist, sure. We'll persist it up. Yeah. Do 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 ba do ba do ba do ba do. We can take one more hit. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. This is Getter. Musashi has vigor after all, so we can get back up to full really quickly. See? We can take some hits. This is one of the mistranslated ones right here. The name of the attack says Getter Laser. On the weapon screen, it's Getter Razor. And although it's translated right here, when you do the actual attack on the weapon screen, it says Getter Laser. Just a little thing. Not a big thing. Not a big problem. No big drama. Just a little thing. Oh, they're not hitting. They're not hitting. Even if they did hit, Eldora's Soul's gonna move in the way. They're not hitting. Yeah. It's a crit too. Not too bad at all. For a basic weapon that does very little damage. Not too bad at all. There's no way you're hitting with that 4%. Yeah. Actually, we might wind up getting enough with Ryoma to be able to EXC multiple times to get the SR point. Although he's going to need more energy, but we can resupply with Sagiri, and then we'll be good. I love it so much. Every time, man. Oh, he missed! Oh, Ryoma! Oh, we're going to get her Tomahawk this time. Boom, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-da-ba. I still miss Geta Tomahawk, baby. But it was pretty good. That's pretty good. With a guitar, baby. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Oh, I forgot Chibbity had counterattack. That's actually really good. I love how this series, streaming this game, just makes me realize the units that are really good that I didn't give any time to in my playthrough, you know? Like, Priscilla's actually really good in this game. Can't believe he's only got one EXC after, like, because I guess you really only get it from kills. After all that, he's only got one. Okay. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, getting on his level is not going to make him realize it either. The times we live in. That's just the mindset that makes it the Twilight Age. Yeah, Meryl's stepping in now. Tag out, Ravi. Here comes the Meryl. Yeah. I'm such a sucker for theme song plays over somebody giving a speech, you know? Huh. That's right. I really like this song, man. Oh man, allergies. Wait, can you not? Wow, Chibbity, we gotta get you powered up some more, buddy. You're not killing enough of these people. Oh! Oh yeah, you need to resupply something bad, Ryoma. Oh! More energy in the tank. You know, with a guitar beam! Yeah! Actually, let's move right up here where you can support and defend Ryoma and give him some more backup. Gun Bombardiro! Even fast forwarded, it still has a really cool time to come in. Alright, you all have your ace bonus already, which is why I'm trying to let the others fight. So they can get their ace bonuses. It'd be really nice if they got them. Stupid allergies. So for anybody that doesn't know, the way that we do the attacks here is the first time we use an attack for the stream, we show it off in its regular speed. And then after that, we fast forward it. And then if we use an attack like more than 30 times or so throughout the course of the stream, we start skipping it. Just to be able to get through more levels faster, because got a lot of ground to cover. But I like showing off the attacks. Ha! Spike's gonna get another kill here too. He's so good. Yep, because there's a crit. I called it. I knew it was coming. It gives the kill to Spike. It's why he's still my most played ace in my main game too. Right, we need a little bit more morale here for Saitso. Because we're going to have Saitso fight the enemy for some unique dialogue. Just gonna move everybody up and have them not attack because they're back up for the people that are gonna attack. I want those ace bonuses. Want them. Dodge. Well, I mean, of course, we gave him intuition, so of course he was gonna dodge, but you know. Yeah. And they really like Akito, huh? Oh, we can set up for the point as long as we're careful here. No, we can't. For some reason, I was thinking that extra action requires 1, and Ryoma had 3. It does not. It requires 3 just to be able to use 1 extra action. So we cannot set up for it here. That one might be a New Game Plus, that's our point. Because I kind of forgot about it, and now it's a little too late. Whoops. I really like this attack too. It's kind of a shame Eldora Soul only has 2 attacks at this point, but it's still really cool. So good, man. So good. Right, we've been saving up intuitions here with Saitso. Straight and meltdown barrel. You don't get a say. It's such a good line. It's a good attack name, to be fair. Anti-proton smash. Alright, we gotta beat up on him a little bit. Let's see if we can set up another kill for Harlock. Is that enough for Harlock to be able to get the kill now? Okay. Vaughn, can you not kill this guy? If we just longsword throw? Can you two not kill him if you work together? Okay, there's one not kill. Support attack. Good, did not kill. Perfect. Support attacks are half strength after all. Unless you have the upgrade that makes it where they're full strength. Barrel Pulsar. Alright. That puts Harlock at 46. Getting there, getting there. Alright, we'll use a gigantic magnum. It's a really cool attack. Get him, Makito! Yeah! Makito at 27. We'll go ahead and Rose Screamer this guy. Alright, we'll get Eldora attack. This one. Tarata! So good. Alright, then let's get her beam this one to finish him off. Since Ryoma really didn't get that many attacks. Or he got a lot of attacks, but he didn't really get any kills. This will get him powered up too. There we go. 24 kills, and then we need to start beating on the boss. Hit him with a burning strike. Yeah, I had a feeling you probably had some dialogue with Domon. Tell him, Domon! Man, that would be terrifying to see Domon Kashu come running at you and then just a million fists in the air. What would you do, you know? Yeah, sure, okay. I accept your resolve, Roni. It just isn't enough. I trust you forever. Hit him with it. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. This is one of the best attacks in the game right here. So well animated too. Do-do, do-do, do-do. Ha. Hit him with a neutron beam. Yes, Mental. Yeah. But cooldown breather? I don't think so, Roni. Put your soul into all the strikes you want, it's not gonna matter. Let's do intuition, let's do supporter. There's not really any big way to boost here. Okay. We'll just move up and see how much damage we do with this. TND. Here we go. Yeah. All right, we'll get him next turn. Yeah, thanks to intuition, you're not hitting. Yeah, and then combination T and D should get him this time. Oh. Man, this fast forward feature's so good. Yeah. Nice. Ryoma calling him a scrub. Bailed out into One Piece. Hopefully he can swim. That was a dumb joke. Yeah, that's true. Yep. Here we go. Do 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 do. I was gonna say, I wonder if Harlock is gonna have any insight into this that the other side did not have. Thanks, Gritty. Appreciate that. Thanks. I know what those houses look like. Are we on, Quaint? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do da 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 da. Uh-oh. Barrel's falling too. Nope, still got jobs to do. Alright. I need to save up for these upgrades here, which honestly I'm probably going to go for all round up. Just to do extra attack for all weapons, because we're not really focused on one or the other. We have a little bit of all. I think gunfight up is probably more useful for most attacks, but then you have things like Erupting Burning Finger, most of VoD's kit, Inazuma Kick, a lot of attacks that are still high power that are CQB. So I think all round up is probably just the way to go. Hell in Heaven, you know. All right. Score. We get Harlock closer. Hero, Akito, Rio Machibate. And then I guess we could give the last one to George. George Descend. Okay. For customization, maybe we go with upgrading Shingeta a bit more. Him up to a 30%er. And then we're gonna pump up Akito as well a bit. He's up to a 24%er. And then we'll give Brownie some more. I meant to give armor, but energy's okay. And we'll give the Tyrannado some more mobility. And that should be good. Then we'll get ready for a brand new adventure, the likes of which we have yet to see. Do. Where are we and how far away are we? Are the two questions. That's true. That's true. I didn't even think about the fact that Tochiro would take it well. Of course he will. Yup. Yup. Yeah, there's Tochiro's got this thing set up. The Arcadia is going to be just fine. But we need to know where we are. Yeah, we're in a little bit of a pickle here. Of course Toshiro has a translator already. Space Common. True. Think those houses were Quaintian. Time for some recon. It definitely would be dangerous, but... Melkia! So it's not Quaintian then. Yeah. Okay, who... This guy doesn't have a... You can't hit square. I meant to do it for the other guy, too, but... Who is this guy now? At least they backed off immediately, and they were just like, yeah, well, Goto! He should have one, right? That's an AT pilot. Yep, it sure is. I recognize the uniform. You really think you could take any one of the three of them? Goto! Da 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 da. Yeah. There we go. There's the confirmation. I mean, the blue hair was already a pretty good giveaway, but... Of course, Domo immediately gets excited for that. Vanilla! It's a shame they don't have voice lines. Coconut! We're from a long way away. Akoba. Thanks, Koto. We do, though, Domon. We need to know what's going on. That's true. And we don't know what kind of money they use here, and we're gonna need to be able to buy food. This is really cool. This is a really cool way to incorporate photomes. Depend on the offer. Vanilla and coconut. Yeah, Ryoma, top tier fighter. What if we have to battle in ATs? And you have, like, surely they won't do that, but wouldn't that be cool to have, like, Ryoma having to fight an AT? And, like, breaking it because he's trying to push it too hard? Battle Royale, huh? There you go. Step back, Apex Legends. Watch out, Fortnite. It's the Akoba AT Pilot Battle Royale. Yeah, I figured we'd wind up in our own units. Developed on the planet Arcadia. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, probably should have gone as Getter 3. It's showtime. Oh. That's a good question.
Wake up. Come.
Yeah, everybody got hyped for that. Everybody got excited then. That's just how Dan works. This is good, man. I'm loving this. And then there's Kiriko. Kiriko and Shako. Dude, listen to it. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Yep. Kiriko. So this would be post Kunmen then. Defeat all 5 enemies within 5 turns with Kiriko and Shako. As in, don't use Vaughn or Domon at all. Okay, sure. You know what? Sure, we can do that. If we send Kiriko right and Shako straight, we should be able to do it. I like how, like a battling arena too, it has these walls set up. What are your stats right now, Kiriko? Not too bad. Not too bad. Level 17. With only 17 kills. And just the basic loadout. Shako, what are we looking at? Okay, yeah, a little bit more close combat setup. Makes sense. Level 17, 17 score, melee, exclusive rifle, pile bunker. Alright, let's do it. Shako. I guess we didn't look at Kiriko and Shako themselves further in dialogue. We should check them out. Right, let's use focus and hope for a dodge. Oh, this is post Wiseman. Okay, cool. He still hit. That's unfortunate. Yeah, Kiriko, like, I got him obviously going the other route when he comes in from this route, right? But he doesn't talk much about anything because he's Kiriko. So I didn't know where it was at in the Votom's timeline. But that's really cool. Kiriko himself, if we go here, yeah.
俺の戦いはまだ終わらない。お前とは立て込んだ時ばかり出会うようだ。冗談はなしだ。俺はクソ真面目な男だ。
Yep, and then Shako.
臭いな。あんたは人間のクズだな。交代しろキリコ。臭いな。あんたは人間のクズだな。交代しろキリコ。
Yep. Shako. Hello, Shako. In hindsight, I bet I could have hurt the enemies with Domon or Vaughn as long as I didn't kill the enemies with Domon or Vaughn. But it's fine. We have 5 turns. We'll get Kiriko in range with this one. Shako's already killed 1. We can do it. Get him, Kiriko! I actually legitimately really like Kiriko Kubi. Kiriko Kubi is one of my favorite main characters. Yeah, Kiriko! Kiriko has a lot of kills on my my main playthrough as well. Even a reference to the mission disc there. That's really cool. Let's wall up. Then we'll get to see the pile bunker. Nice. Shako! Smack with the shield. Followed by Yeah! Man, Shaco's pretty good! I forgot to check their spirits. See what kind of spirit Shaco had. Alright, we have 2 more turns to do it. Shaco has potential level 6, support defend level 2, guard 3. And then spirit-wise, focus trust wall, yeah. And then Kiriko right now has superhuman abilities, precision attack, potential level 9, its second attack. And focus persist bullseye. Not bad at all. Bio bunker! Do it! You Shaco! Boom! I love a good pile bunker, man. Needs more range and more morale. We'll get that. Let's move in close. We'll arm punch this one down. Focus for that 100%. Boom! Can you return fire with a solo assault? No, still don't have enough morale. Because you're probably going to kill with this attack. And I kind of wanted to see solo assault, but oh well. Now you'll have enough morale. So, there's this special thing about Kiriko in Z, in the Z series games, Z1, Z2. Yeah, he killed, he crit. And it's that Kiriko is insane when it comes to potential, and they have given him that here too, with potential like level 7 already. Which means that once Kiriko gets to below like half health, Kiriko will crit everything, forever. That's a good line. One of us might not walk away alive. Oh, here they come. Ballarat. Yep. Do it. Kiriko, just roger that. Yeah. Yep. Astragius. Alright. I want to still feed a lot of this to Kiriko, because I want him to be an ace pretty soon. But we obviously want to get the rest of the team in there too, to be able to ace up. Okay. We'll send in Chibity. We'll send in Ryoma. Send in Kiriko, who could use just a little trust. Just a little, just in case. I mean, potential being able to proc constantly is great, but I also don't want him to just die since we lose the map if he dies. We'll send Shaco in, you know. And we'll send Eldora Soul in. And we'll have the Rose go back him up. And that should be good for... Oh, wait, Captain Harlock as well, yeah. Gotta ace Captain Harlock. Okay, that should be good. Eldora attack! This is such a bad idea. Why would this little Ballarat plane attack attack Eldora's soul? Like, look how big Eldora's soul is compared to... Oh, man. Gonna rip it in half. It's a bad idea, guys. You should not have done that. We'll get solo assault soon, though. We'll be able to use it. Is he Red Shoulder? Bring it, Chimney! Nicely done, Chimney! As the Ballarat move closer. Alright. Kiriko! Yeah! So good! How's it going, fanboy? I'm right there with you, man. Love Super Robot Wars. Also, fanboy, have you voted yet for what unit you want us to use in this playthrough? I have my own playthrough, but for this playthrough, we're taking votes from the community and using the voted units. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I should have known 3-barrel pulsar is gonna destroy these guys. Yeah, I noticed that. It's unfortunate. I used to watch a lot of his stuff, but, you know. What can you do? What can you do? No, with the Tomahawk Tornado, Ryoma! Yeah. I'm excited because I haven't seen this route before, so all the stuff we're going on here is new to me, you know? I did the other route on my playthrough. So good! Yeah. There's a lot of channels like that, honestly, that... I'm not going to call a bunch of them out, but there's a lot of channels that just regurgitate the same content over and over and have tons of views and tons of subs. It's like, but why? Get her? Sounds good to me. I love the Getter team, so I am super down to have them get a vote. The other units that have been voted on are Kiriko, the Eldora Soul, Vaughn, Tyranado, the Gespent, Priscilla, the Arcadia, the Maxter. I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, and Gagagar and Gumbuster. Those are the ones that have been voted on so far. It's not even fair to do this to this Ballarat jet. It's not even fair. Never stood a chance. Yeah, other than the Maxter for the most part, like Priscilla's unit, the what's it called? Brownie. I kept thinking Bunny. I haven't been using it in my playthrough, but it's actually really good. It's a good unit. But for the most part, I was using all those units in my playthrough. Although in my playthrough, I also like focus on the. I'm a huge Gagagar fan and like Mike Guine, so I focused on a bunch of the super AIs in my playthrough. But. Imam Shako! It's tough too because we need a certain number of aces to get some of the secrets, and so I'm also trying to use units that weren't voted on to get them some extra kills to be able to get the ace bonuses until we get all the rest of the units that will fill out our party. But I'm just basically going to be choosing things at that point because not enough votes yet. Which is why, again, those of you watching the VoD on YouTube, you can vote there too. Even if it's been weeks after the stream went up, because as long as we're not done playing the game yet, you can still get your vote cast. Yeah, just whine once, then pretend you're... Yeah. Ugh, man, there's a lot about YouTube that I really don't like. And as somebody who now makes part of his living from YouTube, it's frustrating, you know? I like to think that I put a lot of work into the stuff that goes out, for the most part. There are some videos we make that don't, you know? But to see channels that it kind of feels like just regurgitate the same ideas over and over do so well, it kind of, you know, it stings a little bit. But just keep doing you and don't let anybody stop you, right? It's the only way to do it. And on Kiriko! Expected a crit there, buddy. Come on. Yeah. I agree. I think that's why I like, there's a video series done by Mahler on The Last Jedi. And I think, like, it has one of my favorite moments of any of the video essays, right, that people make. And I can't say much because I make video essays, but, like, he gives a different solution for what could have happened with the moment with General Hux at the start of The Last Jedi. And his version's so good that I was like, man, I wish somebody in making this movie had this idea because it's so much better. But, yeah, and some you can tell are just trying to make a catchphrase, for sure. For sure. Blake didn't die, it was murdered. Ace bonus for Harlock! 30% damage dealt and decreases 30% damage taken when charge is activated. There we go. That'll make Threadcore really happy. Please don't miss, Kiriko. Please don't miss. It was a really tough line too when I was making the world building video with Code Geass versus Ruby, to not just hate endlessly on Ruby, but to instead focus on like what Code Geass had done that made it better and how Ruby should have incorporated some of those ideas. And it was really tough because it would have been so easy to just like roll out like all the negatives with Ruby and just call it a day. There you go. It's bad. Look at all these problems. It's like, well, that's not all that the show is. It also has all this other stuff, you know? I'm sorry, everybody. My allergies are killing me today. Yeah, no, that's definitely true. I don't know, man. It feels like so often like your critics they just want to criticize, and when they have like, there are times where, man, what you need is a critic to come in and go, hey, look at this. This is a problem. This is a bad idea. You made this decision thinking it was a good idea, but you didn't consider this, and it's a bad idea because of that. Sometimes you really need that, right? How can a writer be so busy with a bunch of different comic titles? He does monthly have time for internet wars. See, I think about that, and I think a lot about, like, Randy Pitchford, you know? Like, always coming out to fight with people on Twitter, and it's like, but you're supposed to be busy with your company. How do you have time to always be getting into these Twitter wars, you know? I don't know. How many more enemies are there? Can we... Let's do it! Shingetter change! We need to give Ryoma B-save. I love that this attack changes too based on what getter you're in at the start of the attack. It's so good. Aizatsu-san Oroshi! I actually started a script too, because somebody had made an article. If I can ever find the link, I'll put it in the description for this stream. But somebody had made an article about how stupid old Super Robot shows were because people yelled out the attack names. And so I started on a script just to counter that because it upset me. And like sometimes you need somebody to be like, hey, your take is this, and I understand why your take is this, but here's the thing on that, you know? Like, here's the positives you skipped over because you jumped to this conclusion. Code Geass says so much to be added in Super Robot Wars. Yeah, absolutely. And I make that comment in that video. Like, you have to add a whole other world to Super Robot Wars to make it work because of how the world building of Code Geass is built into Code Geass. You cannot tell the story of Code Geass without the world building built into it. Sambot 3, the first real deconstruction of it. I don't know. It was, the basic article was like, it's dumb to yell out your attack names because you let the enemies know where you are and you waste time that could be used just attacking. and it's just done to look cool. It's like, well, you missed a lot of the important like reasons why it's done. And so I have like 4 different paragraphs just on different reasons why you would yell out your attack names. John Cena joining Suicide Squad? I mean, sure. I really didn't like that Suicide Squad movie, but I don't actually know anything about it. I didn't even know he was joining Suicide Squad. Also, Suicide Squad movie thing. That's, yeah. Hopefully everybody gets that gag there. Joke. If not, it's fine. It is such a cool cut-in. Here it is. Love it. I need to finish that script for that video. It is an anime staple, and a lot of people think if it's a cliche, it has to be bad, right? But that's not how cliches work. Just because it's a cliche doesn't make it bad. It's how you utilize the cliche that makes it good or bad. They're with the Ballarat Army. Oh, stupid allergies. Arlok just dropping the bombs. Ha! That's fair. Ha! Kiriko! Frown Town! Something about VoD calling Kiriko Frown Town is ridiculously great to me. Sure, Shako. Yep, that's Fiona. She's not playable. She doesn't have a voice. Man. Here you come with a coffee mug! I love this so much that Kiriko is just doing the epilogue of every episode of Votomes. in his head. That's really good. Okay, while we do upgrades here, let's catch up on chat. What you thought on DC's Damage comic? Didn't care it was a cliche and a rip off the Hulk. You wanted to see what they do with it. Frankly, it was boring and got the axe now. They canned the book at issue 16 or 18. It's unfortunate. I think a cliche, when done right, can be really cool. Richard Meyer and others like him. Issue 1 going, this is so good and way better than Hulk fill-in. Oh, come on now, guys. In the original Hulk back in a book, and it was pure awesome. And Dick Meyer and all the others had to very begrudgingly admit it was good. Well, that's good. As long as they even begrudgingly admitted it, then at least, you know, they have some taste. Yeah, I think, like, the big example for me has always been when you use a cliche in a way that either wasn't done before or in a way that's not expected, right? I think that's really cool. Like when you do the anime OP plays in the middle of the episode thing, that's the cliche, right? But JoJo subverts that cliche in a really cool way and one of the best moments in the entire show in Season 3. And it makes that cliche, like, already cool, something that I enjoy every time it comes up anyway, even better, because it takes that cliche and then goes, this is cool, what if we didn't do this, though? And so I'm not saying you have to subvert every cliche, but when you take a cliche and do something cool with it, that's cool. Do. All about freedom. Freedom. Captain Harlock. do. Yeah, Squadron Supreme was pretty good, man. And it's clearly not what she's talking about. ATs are pretty cool. They're also extremely dangerous. Yep. Yeah, that's fair. Frontier Setter. Book was the writer going, okay, so what happens if I have the Justice League do things they could never do in their own comic to literally change the world? Say sometimes you can do things with the ripoffs, pastiches that you would never be allowed to do with the real deals. Absolutely. I think that's one of the reasons I love Super Robot Wars so much, is that they're, like, they take the idea that these series have and they run with it as much as they want, right? They can pick it up from anywhere and they can do whatever they want with it. And sometimes it works really well and sometimes it doesn't, you know? Oh, we don't have enough. Alright, we'll get him to 30 then. Energy's not important. Alright, let's get them some power parts now that they're on our main team. We'll give Kiriko a cartridge for now. We're gonna give him better stuff once we have them, but we'll give Shingetter the Prairie Oyster. And we'll give Kiriko the superconductive motor. That'll work for now. Super Robot Wars is like Weird Al with music. For mecha shows and Super Robot Wars, you have arrived. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Alright, I think we're ready for the next chapter. We'll probably do one more chapter, then take a break today, because we haven't taken a break yet today. Okay. This is the lady from, yeah, from Expelled from Paradise. I don't know much about her at all. I still have not seen Expelled from Paradise. I know, all that I know about her is from my playthrough, from the other route and further on into the game, but sure. Okay, don't know who this guy is. Alonzo. So this would be, okay, yeah, I got you. She's way older than she looks. Yeah, I figured that much out for later in the game, but it's about all that I know. That and then a couple small things about her personality, but not much more. And I know that she's basically a cop. I like Frontier Center from what I've been able to see of him so far. Genesis Arc. Who knows? I bet that effect is really cool in the movie. I should watch it at some point. The uniform's okay. I think the green looks really cool. I just don't know. The gray doesn't really go well with the green, I think. I don't know. Frontier Center would probably be like having a Twitter page. Probably like having a Twitter page? Yeah, probably. Angela Balzac. From what I can tell so far, her personality's fine. I don't, like, super like her, but I'm using her because she has a really cool attack. So maybe she'll grow on me. Come explore space? Yeah, probably. She has a really good bonus mission with the super AIs that made her grow on me a lot more than she had already. On Earth? Did you say Earth? Okay. Aren't you guys like... You're in Astragius though, right? I thought that's where you were. I guess if somebody knew, like, the access code, it wouldn't matter where they were. They could... Physical surface room. An Arhan! I kind of dislike the regular Arhan's design. It's not that cool to me, but I really like a different Arhan from later on. Originally was Space calling it in the original Expelled from Paradise. That makes sense. And they just moved it out here because they needed to move it somewhere in Super Robot Wars. Another mission as well. Oh! Okay. Alright. They want her to kill Kiriko. Okay. I remember her, like, mentioning that, but I didn't think it was, like, actually something super important to her. Because, like, who could honestly expect anyone to be able to kill Kiriko, right? We need Deuterium. It's not quite that kind of... I mean, I appreciate you wanting to help, Rain, but yeah, they clearly don't know Kiriko. He's the ultimate survivor. I mean, Rain, you can take a look at her, but it's not going to help. She's not a regular human anymore. Poor Kiriko, he's gonna be getting his hopes up too. Yeah, she's not a regular person anymore, unfortunately. A perfect soldier. Yeah, pretty much. And like asking Ryoma to be the chief speaker at a conference in total pacifism. It's not gonna happen. He'll go there and he'll talk, but he's not gonna be pacifism. He'll talk about how everybody needs to shape up. Get ready to fight. He probably will fight people in the audience. Yeah, nothing he can do. I wonder if the Photon Power Lab could actually make deuterium. Yeah, it's true. That's also a better way to do it, where she doesn't even need deuterium anymore. But we gotta get her back to Earth first. She needs Dr. Shishio. More how much it doesn't work. Okay, they must show how the cries for won't do anything. That's true. That's the Ryoma way to do it. Yeah, that war has never really ended. It kind of just halted for a little bit. And still, like, the idea of Kiriko doing the epilogues is really good. So this is the other guy from Expelled from Paradise that I have in my save where I'm at. He seems like a pretty cool guy, Dingo. Honestly, he and Frontier Center make me want to watch Expelled from Paradise more than Angela does. Alright, Kajiwara. Baba the barrel. Why would it be? Why would the real world be something amazing compared to your digital world? You want to see Asuka from Evangelion have to interact with the Eldoran 5? Yeah, I'm sure they would. They'd drive her nuts. I've been thinking for a while that I'd really like to just have all the series that have been in the last 3 Super Robot Wars in one game. But I know there's a lot of people that have been complaining about how reused animations and they're tired of Zeta and Double Zeta being in Super Robot Wars all the time. So I feel like they probably won't do that. Gilgamesh's 10th Mobile Space Force, 24th Melchian Division AT Unit Enhanced Special Force X1, also known as the Red Shoulders. Yep. Add a buddy or more system back if they have all those series on it. Yeah, probably. Probably. Or they'll do like they did with the Z series, and it's like the first game, the second game, the third game. Where they're all technically in the same game, but it's just one game carried over the course of 3 games. I don't think this is going to go too well for you, Angela. Interesting. That's a cool idea. It's time. Oh, come on. There's got to be a reason. From cyberspace. I feel like there's always that one series in each Super Wars game that I just don't really care about. And unfortunately for me, in this one, it's Expelled from Paradise. Let's do Kincaid and Saichi and Argo. Really amusing to see Kiriko help Shinji. Yeah, it really would. Toji attacks. Yep. Justice is an everlasting truth. Presence that transcends the stars themselves. Yep. Koto Vanilla Coconut. Here we go. All around forces. Oh, it'd be so good to have Megas XLR in Super Robot Wars, but I'm right there with you. It's going to be crazy before that happens. I'd love to have Macross back, too. Harmony Gold's cutthroat grip on it ends soon. Really nice to have Macross back. He doesn't care about the money. It's about the woman he loves. It's Neva!
ショルダーにやられた。
Defeat X Crevius within 2 turns? Is that the name of his AT? I didn't think it was called that. Yeah. X Crevius. I thought it was called something else, but okay. We do that within 2 turns to get the SR point? Sure. Yeah, unfortunately. Soon, that can all change. Hopefully when it does too, we can get some actual good like Blu-rays, some of the other seasons too. I would love to have some Blu-rays of 7 just for Firebomber. Dynamite, dynamite, dynamite explosion once again. Let's go. That's true. There's still hope, even small as the glimmer of hope is. How do you know?
そろそろ諦めろ。俺の邪魔をするな。そんなところでくたばってたまるか。
Man, I love Votoms. Votoms music's so good. Logic, Kiriko! Yeah, I don't understand it completely either, but my understanding from what they had said some time back was that it could not come back until that brand deal ended. This will be Angela, right? Yep. So you've seen a couple of our hands before then. Yeah, we still gotta beat the Excrevis in 2 turns. That Macross Delta's kind of... Delta had good music. That's about it, but it had good music at least. Alright, let's get down there, and can we hit the Excrevis from here? Because it's turn 2. No, we still can't. But with Shin Getter 2, we still can't. Yeah. Almost. Almost. Okay, we'll just go back to Shin Getter 1. And we'll just throw Ryoma down in the group. And let him start cutting people up. I liked the music for Delta. That was about all that I liked from Delta, but I did like the music. Borderline is really good. I wasn't like a huge fan of Frontier either. Like Frontier's fine. I think the music in Frontier is really good. But I don't know, I wasn't a huge fan of Alto. Like he was okay, but you know. You know. Bad guy aces get in a line in mid-battle when basically the bad guy's removed. Usually covered to just be pirates instead of a nation. Yeah, you're right. I'm also one of those weird people that really likes Macross 7, though. I still think, like, original SDF Macross is the best Macross, though. Like, SDF is really good. Macross 0 is not bad either. Culture. Alright, can we do enough damage to him? I don't think we can get anybody. I guess we could get VoD down there to him. To hit him. Huh. Guy's obsessed. Dropped my controller that time. Macross 2 does have a group of people. Very, yeah. Yeah, and Macross 2, you know, it's a thing. Can anybody else hit him to be able to weaken him a little bit? Yeah. Spike can. Spike, don't kill him. Please. I want Kiriko to kill him. Yeah, I mean, it would have made sense. Because, like, we don't ever bring it up, you know? Like, it never comes up. Good, you didn't kill him. Perfect. Now Kiriko should be able to kill him. I am really sorry about my allergies, everybody. We may wind up having to call the stream a little bit early to be able to balance out my allergies. Just so I can take some medicine and take a nap. Still not enough, dang it. And who else can hit him? Can Tyranado get in close enough? No. I don't think so. No. Yeah, we might just not get the SR point. Because I don't think we can get anybody close enough to do any more damage to him. Oh! Priscilla! Don't miss! Works so well, it's okay, we got this cheap and I don't care what we do with it. Yeah, you're right. Whew. I got a headache now, too. Alright, Kiriko. Kiriko, surely you can kill him now, right? Alright, we're just gonna have to risk it, because it's not showing that he can kill, but surely he'll do at least that much. Alright. Yeah, you really would. I think, like, Cross Edge is one of those, which is why it popped up so many times back to back, where it was super cheap to get the license for it after the first time, you know? Oh, Kiriko! Maybe he'll attack you on enemy turn and you can take him out.
少し揺れるな。
Da, 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 da. That kill to Hills. There we go.
世界を戦火で包むというなら距離を詰める。これで
I feel bad too because I always bring up Cross Ange just like the cheap one. I don't hate Cross Ange. I own the Blu-rays for Cross Ange. I just don't necessarily like Cross Ange. You know, Cross Ange is just there for me. Let's just do this for now. It is. It's a very strange show, and unlike like Godanner, which going into it, I'm like, I'll put up with the fan service because I love the action and the music in this show. The action and the music of Cross Ange never really got me, you know? Like, it's there, and it's not bad, it just never really got me. They want to add that show in? And, like, for me, it's the same kind of way with, like, Mashin Hero Wataru. With X. It's like, okay, I don't hate Wataru, but I don't really like Wataru either, you know? Like, it's a fine show, I'm not gonna say it's bad, because it's not. It's just not one of those that I enjoy. Yeah, with Godanner, it's absolutely, Godanner's about the fan service, right? But Godanner also has, like, Sawatari Go, and his crazy mech pilot faces when he's yelling out his hot-blooded screams, you know? And so I can put up with all that fan service, and the incest American twins, and everything else that's in Godanner. But, how's it going, Virgil? We got Harlock's ace bonus, Thurgle. Yeah, Escaflowne really needs to be in more Super Robot Wars. I actually thought Escaflowne would wind up being an X because it's set in a magical world, right? And then now, I didn't know anything about Magical Knight Ray Earth before this game. I'd never seen Ray Earth. But it was weird now, having seen Ray Earth in this, for Ray Earth to not have been an X. I've really liked Ray Earth in this, though. I think they did a really good job. But yeah, Escaflowne should have been in more. What's Hardlock's ace bonus? I will read it back to you again in just a moment. We'll look at it again. But I think it's 30% more damage, and he takes 30% less damage when you use charge on him. Huh. True. It just seems like this is just me. And like, yeah, they had their story they wanted to tell. It feels like Ray Earth would have made more sense in X and Code Geass in this. But I understand that, like, because Bison Well's back in this, you know? But at the same time, I think X's story was pretty good, and I'm really liking T's story. So I'm not going to complain. Don't get hit, Kiriko! Please don't get hit. Actually, you can get hit with like one and then get in potential range so you start critting everything, but don't get hit with two, please. That's true. They've been trying to acquire those licenses for a long time. I still want Tekka Man back. Give me Tekka Man Blade. Like in J. I think he's in W too, though. I still haven't played W. Because I can't find a good translation. Part of the reason I play them is for their story. So for me, you know, not having the ability to read the story makes it kind of a bummer for me. Yeah, that's true. If they could have got the license sooner, it probably would have been an X. That's a good point. Yeah, I could just watch the playthrough at W, I suppose. I want to play it for myself, and I may just play it anyway and just not worry about the story, you know? And hope that I can find a story translation somewhere, but... Good luck with a mission disc that'll help you against Dan of Thursday. Oh, they made a playthrough guide? Oh, there you go. Maybe I need to do that for my next Super Robot Wars then. There has been some requests for after we finish T to do a playthrough of Moon Dwellers, so we may do that. And then we may do W. Ha! Done this countless times. Gotcha. They just run away. Got him. Which should be our SR point too. Yep. Yeah, that's true. I really want Tekka Man back, but I also like really want Combatler V and Voltus 5 back, and I really want Jeeg back. I can't make up my mind. There's so many series I want back. And like, even as dumb as it is, like Daitarn 3 not being here, you know? When it was in the last two, makes me want Daitarn 3 back. Yeah, Big O needs to come back too. Ryoma's gonna shoot her down. I think we need her to fight Kiriko. So let's just not shoot her down. Let's just defend. Sunrise series, they got all the assets from Z. Yeah, for sure. I just really don't like the design of the basic R-hand that much. Like, how would I put it if I was gonna... let's take a look at it again. I guess my biggest issue with it is... I get why they went with this style design. Like, it can roll up very well and fold in on itself. But the body's spherical and then the arms are too long, you know? Like, for the design itself, the arms go down below the knees. I don't know. It just... The feet are fine. I think they're cool. The legs having the, like, no real definition to them is kind of a problem as well for me. But... I guess it's fine. I like the head. The head design's pretty cool. But the shoulder plates being up, raised almost to the top level of the head, I wish they were a little bit more subdued. I don't know, it's just not very streamlined to me. Tomikage would be amazing. Be great to get Tomikage. Yeah, increases 30% damage dealt, decreases 30% damage taken when charge is activated. That's the ace. Okay. What's the objective? Defeat all. Okay, so we're fine. We can come up here. We can bop her. Actually, you're not gonna hit with this, are you, Kiriko? Oh yeah, man. Tomikage and IBO in the same one. And I think in the next Super Robot Wars we'll be able to have IBO because it'll be past the 2-year distinction that Sunrise gives before their series can show up. Arcadia's doing well. It's doing some good damage. I never did understand that like 2-year limit of like, hey, our show's good, it's good and people really like it. You can't put it in Super Robot Wars for 2 years though. It's like, but okay. The other problem would be over is they didn't want too much stuff shared between T and DD. Yeah, that's true. Alright. She's gone. Alright. Akito. I remember it being really strange too because one of the Versus games, like, it was allowed to have some of the 00, I think it was full boost, was allowed to have some of the 00 suits because you could not put them in there, but then also wasn't allowed to have some of them. And yeah, the 2-year thing is not, it's not a hard rule, it's a hard and fast rule it seems. Because like in Gundam Versus, they were allowed to have Season 1 IBO because you could not have it, even though I think it was only like 1 year and 9 months. But it was close enough that they were like, okay, yeah, we'll allow it. And it's like, why have the rule at all then if you're going to break it all the time? Yeah, and Mazinger Z Infinity, absolutely. Like, why have the rule at all if you're just going to wipe it half the time? Don't have it. Just include whatever you want. Do it! Da-da, da-da-da, da-da. Chaco. Actually, let's move Chibity over here to deal with these guys. Especially when we're all Sunrise stuff that Bandai owns. Yeah, absolutely. Bandai's making some weird decisions though. Like, we're going to talk about it on the podcast, but they unveiled all the DLC for Jump Force, like all the character pass this week. And it's like, but you were being so close to the chest with it before, and although, yes, I don't care about Jump Force DLC, sure, share it all, it doesn't matter. It's just really weird to see Bandai flip-flop so much on their ideals. Like, they were so closed about who was going to be in DLC and when it was going to be happening, and then today they were just like, ah, here you go. Here's all of it. It's like, but okay, I guess. Pulsar at the ATs? We could hit some AT with a Pulsar here. It's gonna utterly destroy them. They do not have the health to stand up to Pulsars. Huh. And Sunrise has the studio that made Die Guard, Fafnir, Full Metal Panic. Yeah. Man, Die Guard needs to come back. Da, 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 da. I hope so. I hope so. I really want them to continue the anime of Full Metal Panic. I think they're doing an OVA, but I really want, like, full series. Because I know the manga kept going. Because I know spoilers from where the manga kept going. That AT just dodged Rose Screamer? It did. Wow. Alright then. Alright, you guys back off. You guys have your ace bonuses already. Back off. We needed you to kill that guy, but back off. The rest of these guys don't have their ace bonuses yet. Get him, Shaco. The follow-up series, I'm sorry. The one that has the Levitain in it. As the upgrade to the Arbalist. It was in Super Robot Wars V, maybe? But... next Super Robot Wars. Yeah, I think they'll probably kill off Totoro in the next one. Although I hope they don't. I think they probably will. I've been told I have to play W at some point because Gai-Dai-Goji is in it as a playable unit, and Gai-Dai-Goji is amazing. So, you know, follow-up series. Sea Guy's retired. There's a new female pilot, PMC. Kurt Samauer running. Yeah, that's the one that I was talking about as well. I think isn't that the one with Levitain? Again, I haven't read it. I just know that it exists because of Super Robot Wars. And then when I was talking about it on Twitter one day, somebody spoiled it for me. A thing that happens in it. Which again, I don't even know if that's true, you know, because I haven't read it, but I wanted to read it, but I could never find a good translation of it. I found one that had, like, whoever had done the inking, like, somebody had retraced it in English, and whoever had done the inking, like, just, ink was, like, it was dark, and it was really hard to read. I need to check and see now if there is a better translation of it. Akito! Come on now. Come on. He's got 26 HP left. What are you doing? Alright, we'll get her beat. Last Stray is left out? Yeah! Apparently a Stray is in W as well. It really does. They tried to do that in Destiny. They tried to bring back Raul the Crusade in Destiny. We all know how that turned out. Oh. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Because of these allergies, we're gonna take some Dayquil real quick, live. And hopefully it doesn't make me too drowsy. If it does, well, you know. Ugh. That stuff tastes terrible. Always does. Ugh. Dayquil's not supposed to make you drowsy, but you know. I think that would be a hilarious mission to have, fanboy. I think you could have it as a, like, side mission. You know, like a bonus mission. I think it'd be really good. I'm really surprised we haven't got Thunderbolt in Super Robot Wars, really. Because people really like Thunderbolt. And I think those Super Robot Wars remixes of the theme songs would be really good. Alright, we'll Burning Punch this guy. Kill him in one. Yeah, it's a really good moment. Let it. I wish we could get a Super Robot Wars style game with Kamen Rider. That'd be really good. I know that's a completely random thought, but it just occurred to me. And I'm still like way behind on Kamen Rider, but I'm really enjoying it. I've been watching W. Double. It's really good. Joker. You type Monkey and Zaki's to be the henchmen of the evil environmentalists. So those people show up in this game, but not the new type monkeys, unfortunately. X, talking about new type animals, X needs to come back too with new type dolphins. We need X back in Super Robot Wars. Yeah. There we go. I would love to have Gundam X back in this. Take him down, Kiriko! Yeah. Alright, then we have just a few left to go. You'll kill this one outright. Sure, Akito. Love to have Age come back. I also would love to have Age come back. The bad guys like say it, just let all the crazy people on his old ship with Misfits see if they can drive him completely insane. Yeah. I think having Old Flit in Super Robot Wars would be amazing. Like with some of these other characters. It would have... Oh, man. This one's all about revenge. It would have made so much sense to have Age in here. Like, just have the third part of Age. Don't have the rest. Or, I got it. You could have the first part, and then when this half of the crew gets transported to Astragius, and the other half of the crew gets transported to Sephiroth, have time progress, like, super quickly. They just have time move differently in the two places. And then you could still have Age, but I think having Old Flit here would make a lot of sense with the theme of revenge. I love Old Flit, man. Flit Asano deserved better than what he got in Gundam Age. He was a great character. Like when the H1 Flat comes flying out with the nuke? Like, yep. Flit's about to bring the pain. Yeah. Also, why can't I have Gurren Lagann, Getter Robo, and Gunbuster all in the same game? Why can't I have them? They could use Jeeg to have first generation Age characters around a third generation. That's true. They absolutely could. Then we get Jeeg and Age back at the same time. And you could have you could have the Vegan's attack be like kind of successful, and that's where X comes in, is after the time skip. You can have X there too. Yeah, time is frozen on that island for a long time. That's true. Do 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 do. My eye itches now. Sorry, everybody, my eye itches. There we go. Of course, with Jeeg, you can have the original Jeeg. Yeah, have his original VA. Yeah. Jeeg would be awesome. Yeah, no, Torufuya is around at all times. They do not have to worry about that. What's his name? Jeeg's main character is Shiba, Hiroshi Shiba. Alexa, what's the main character's name in Kotetsu Jeeg?
Sorry, I don't know that.
She can normally guess them, but not this time, I guess. Because they can say, well, we asked and he said no? Yeah. Yep, that's a problem. That's a problem. And Shinji's in DD. Yeah, that's true. So they are willing to have it in SRW. Good job, Toshiro. Yep, there it is. I mean, we don't really have a choice. We have to fight him. Huh. Our hand? I don't think it's that impressive, but you know, that's fine. No touching, so you just shoot it off. Yep. 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 Good job, Dingo. I didn't even think about that. That's really clever. Huh. I haven't seen it, no. I guess my reaction also could have been armed Jeep, because that means nothing to me. And he's gone. That sounds like Shaco, alright. He's a quaint man. Quaintian. Okay, suborder score. Hiro, Ryoma, Chibity, Akito. Now we have Kiriko. Shaco. Yep. Kuro Mukuro. That sounds so familiar, but I don't recognize it. Kuro Mukuro. Why does that sound so familiar? Let me Google that while we're doing upgrades here. Kuro Mukuro. Oh, I don't know what this is, but I've seen images of it. By PA Works, right? Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I've heard good things about it, other than, like, I say I don't know anything about it. I've heard it's good mecha, which is so rare nowadays. But I haven't kept up with it. Or... +1 movement, all weapons gain 30 hit. Oh yeah, the Arcadia's got quite a bit of armor. 2150 is pretty good. There we go. Max energy plus 50, gets the ability E and regen. Yep, that's what we wanted. And then we'll keep buffing the Black Selena a little bit. Sarina. 2016 show, basically a samurai from the past, a normal girl in a mech. The alien invaders having force fields to keep out micro meteors for when they travel. Really? That sounds pretty cool. I'm gonna need to check it out. Force fields stop bullets, but not melee weapons. And likely won't stop energy weapons in Super Robot Wars. Yeah, I'm gonna need to check it out yet. It sounds pretty cool. I thought about taking a break. I think we could go ahead and go a little bit longer, because we're probably gonna call it early because my allergies. We normally go for like 6 hours, but I think if we just go for 4 hours today, we'll still get quite a few levels done and we'll be good. Then I can take some more medicine. Because I can't be all peppy if I'm medicated and drowsy. The big battle. That's an OVA. I do like how often they have sprites of characters, like, not in the regular just form, where they're, like, backed off and they have something in their hands. That's really cool. Like, the old Super Robot Wars would never have done that, you know? It's just really cool to see. And having weird fever dreams. Yeah, exactly. Can't be all peppy and happy with that. She looked like she enjoyed that. It's true. She's in a material body now. I get the joke of, like, this body's younger, her mind's older. That's a cool idea, right? I just don't... I don't fully understand the outfit. I think the black could be really cool if it didn't look like duct tape, you know? And so it just winds up feeling a little odd. But I get it, it's a bodysuit, right, for piloting. But it still is just a little bit weird. I like the rings on the arms. I feel like they're kind of cool, you know? But I don't know. It's a weird decision, I suppose. Welcome back to Trey Critiques Character Design for an hour. Highbrow pleasure. Oh yeah, a lot of people in a virtual world will not be highbrow when it comes to their pleasure, I'm sure. Shut down. See, all this does is make me like Dingo more. I kind of want to watch the movie now just to see Dingo. And Frontier Center. Frontier Center's really good. Ammonium nitrate. Or please turn off that program when I talk to you, as it is kind of freaky. Exactly. Rocket fuel. Ammonium nitrate. Okay. Robot stand-ins. Mm. Because we could grab the wrong person. Wait, what? That's okay. That's not... Yeah, it makes sense now that I know what Frontier Center is. But still, that's a surprise, right? Over 50 years? Also wants people to ride with. Seems he has to go to the people as his online call hasn't worked out. Yeah, for sure. Oh, we're putting the red shoulder back, right? Painting it red again? Ba-doo, ba-doo. Don't just fiddle with random bits. Is that they understand. And see, like, this is information on Sideshow that we didn't get on the other route, too, which is really good. Yet again, the epilogue moments. The reboot Star Trek as something Bandai Namco made a lackluster game. I mean, yeah, it would be cool to see Star Trek in Super Robot Wars. I don't really think it'll happen, but I would think it, like, if it did, it'd be really cool. Yeah, it should be really cheap to get. If it did, I wonder what series they would put it in with. You would want to have series that, like Expelled from Paradise, that focus on the idea of a civilization that is completely, like, there's a word that's the, like, future tense of paradise, but like a paradise civilization where everything's going great. Paradisal, is that it? Maybe? I don't know. and then like you have to decay from there. And you could really do a cool dichotomy with the Star Trek universe with the idea of like everything's great, and then secretly everything's not great because the regular rank and file people are doing terrible, you know? Yeah, and then you would need Gunbuster for sure. Utopian! That's the word. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Gunbuster would be a good one. I think even like Get a Robo with the Invaders could be a cool way to bring in like extra space that way. Or Yamato. You could use the Yamato to bring it in. Though they normally try to go for like one big battleship from a series per game. Can you imagine like the Borg and the Anti-Spirals? Or like the Borg and the Invaders? That'd be insane. Blue Lasner as Kirk and Co. would know the Gradosians are all human. Yeah, that would be really cool. Lasner needs to come back too, man. Frontier Setter. Yeah, no, that's true. It probably wouldn't go well. I want Godmar's back too, man. Godmar's is really cool. Which Yamato version would that be? It'd probably be the original. I wouldn't think it'd be the newer one. Because the newer one, it still combats aliens, but it's not... Like, there's not as many different types of aliens in the newer one, right? I think the original one has... I say original. The, like, 2009-ish Yamato series? I don't remember what year that is. Has, like, 7 different alien races. They could use Endless Waltz with Star Trek as well, yeah. That'd be really cool. 2,259,341st self-diagnostic update. Gain self-awareness. Wow. That's really cool. Like, I think they mentioned that, but they didn't mention how many and, like, what had happened there. That's really cool. 30-year-old Kodai? Yeah, I guess you could use that one. The Resurrection one. Makes sense. Everybody else is probably dead, right? Also want to see the EA stopping the nuclear strike from Get a Robo Armageddon and be part of why Kirk and Co are on the run. That'd be really cool. I guess I'd never considered Star Trek and Super Robot Wars, but it would actually fit really well with a lot of different series. Yeah, stopping an event that would demolish nearly all life. Absolutely it would. Very much something Kirk would do. And, like, even down to the... Like, trying to stop Musashi from blowing himself up, right? Like, that would still be a very Kirk thing to do, too. Because knowing the amount of destruction that it would cause. Kodai Winnie series does look like Okita, that's true. Yeah, that's true. They're really reaching out lately, and so Star Trek would make a lot of sense. Big battle. All right. And we'll bring these two, the Rose, the Burning. Let's do... This'll work. A land ship and an airship. Huh. Bigger the better. Go. Only time the Enterprise A from the End of Beyond would get used, given the reboot's timeline is just gone. Closest Star Trek 4 we'd get. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I love this. Voto's music's so good. This is this is not the Voto's music, is it? Right? This is the music that came into V, I think. It just sounds very similar with that intro with the da na 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 na. Yeah, I think we all know how this goes. Yep, we know how this is going to turn out. And 2 Green Lantern crossover comments with the reboot timeline. That's true. I forgot about those. I completely forgot about those. Yep. Miniseries. And this is when Neva really loses it. I really did not expect we'd finish the big battle over this quickly, but it looks like we are. Yep, and then he's just coming closer to Bosun. Yep. Roshina, who also doesn't have a voice. Dang it, I was really hoping he'd wind up being an enemy that we could fight. John Paul Roshina. Right, they come. Oh, man. That's gonna make this tough, huh? All right. Huh. All fatties breach the southern line. Clear the map within 4 turns. Okay. We also lose if we defeat all enemies, so back off here then. So there's one other element in IDW Star Trek Comics. Kirk once had an encounter with Q. Really? Huh. Gary claiming he was far beyond Q, so part of the Tyson Star Trek Super War story is because Q didn't take kindly some ape that got hyper evolved. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense actually. Be really cool. Okay. Pull everybody back. I have no idea what that means, Thruckle. Huh. Now's a really dirty time to do that, Angela. Okay. I think if we just wait out another turn, they'll head down this way. Oh, no, we're too close still. Man. Q has Monster Zero and Getter Emperor. And let's Gary have him. Yeah? Would make sense. Alright, we can't kill them. We cannot kill them. Steel is a YouTuber and Super Wars fan. Oh, I should check him out then. Man, it is tough to not kill these guys. Ethan Steele? Okay. Let's just pull everybody down. So they cross the rest of the way. It's a cool idea for a mission, too. If they have a hostage we can't fight back, we gotta just let them lead the way. Yep. Alright. Just evade! That was a bad idea, sir. Do it, Vanilla! Yep. Oh, it's Angela. I thought for sure it'd be like Coconut. What's a diva? Yep, there goes Kiriko. The Star Wars tanks. Be careful, Angela. That might mess you up. Include mech pilots that make Kirk even his most... Yeah, that's true. You absolutely could. Put Banjo Haran in there and you'll be fine. Captain Harlock can take care of those? Yeah, I mean, he can. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Haha. Yep, this will be Ed. Yep, there it is. The Red Shoulders theme. One of my favorite episodes of Votomes is the one where they're on that ship and that just starts blaring. Oh, thanks for joining the party, Bostron. That just starts blaring and Kiriko goes nuts. So good. Better you than him. Kiriko too, just giving the vague threat to Angela there. Pretty good. Yeah, he's lost it. Alright. Defeat all enemies within 4 turns and defeat land battleship last. We don't have that many turns left to do that. Don't make Captain Harlock mad or you're dead meat? Yeah. Absolutely. Mr. Zone has learned that lesson. You won't get hit. You'll be fine. You can dodge it. You got hit. Okay, well, I should have just defended. Oh well, it's fine. Alright. Do it! That's right! Get him, Harlock! Last IDW Star Trek story for Reboot Trek was basically Gary Mitchell causing a crisis of Infinity Enterprises. Nice. Yeah, they absolutely could. It would work really well. Yeah, Harlock's music's good too. For sure. Ah! That was with a crit. Ha! And now we have solo assault as well, I believe. Or did we already have that? Now we have solid shooter. Oh, can we move and fire that? Because we can move Kiriko up. Solo assault. Yeah, there it is! The red shoulder. So good. Yeah, that's true. The reboot Enterprise can't go underwater. These guys think they can take on Shin Getter. I think the Arcadia's range for those is 8, I think. Yeah, it's 8. Ushako. Darling and the Franks is easy fit as the ultimate bad guys are jerk energy beings that want to make people one with them. Yeah, I guess that would fit pretty well in that one. I still haven't watched Darling and the Franks. I've had so many people tell me I should, and then other people tell me that I don't need to. Yeah, that's true. It is also a trick thing. I have a move that can be used with Harlocks. I think it also connects some sort of anchor in the enemy. It says this is the pirate's way. Yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. I would really like to get Akito's ace bonus at some point, but it's taken... It doesn't kill things, ever. It just doesn't do a lot of damage. That's what I've heard, is it kind of goes off the rails towards the end. Interesting. Okay. We gotta get some morale up for you, George. Use Flash. Still not enough. Chibbity! Probably should have used Wall and not Flash, but it's fine. Because he might have missed anyway. Yeah. Crit anyway. Gun Bombardiro! Get some Dragon Fire out here. They didn't make Emeraldus a playable character. Yeah. Yeah, she's right there when you meet Harlock, but she's not playable. It's unfortunate. For sure. Especially with her interactions with George. Would have been really cool to see, like, her show up some more, but, you know. This kill's gonna wind up going to Spike. Yep, it's gonna wind up going to Spike. Every time. He's just such a good support attacker, man. He's so good. Alright. I was gonna just let all the main people kill that we're training right now, but... You know, it's fine. Yeah. Let her show. Maybe she shows up in one of the bonus scenarios. I don't know. Have to wait and see. I still haven't beaten all of them yet because I haven't beaten the game yet on my main playthrough. Doo-doo. 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 You're not gonna hit Domo and Kashi with that. He's Gundam the Gundam. Alright, Beam Bayonet. Huh, I mean, you are piloting a land ship. On. And Vaughn gets some really cool attacks in this game. They did a really good job with Vaughn. Yeah, Harlock's pretty old in Super Robot Wars. The only competition he might have is like Tetsujin 28. And like OG Mazinger, but right. I kind of want to let the others get their ace bonuses still, because like some of them are getting really close now. Let's see this here. I already did fire the pulsar. Harlock was on. Harlock was the first one I attacked with this turn. Yeah, OG Getter Robo's pretty old too. Not that OG Getter Robo ever shows up in Super Robot Wars anymore. But. Like, as much as I love OG Getter Robo, why would you use it, you know? When you could have Armageddon. Or even, New Getter Robo. Solid shooter. Nice crit, Kiriko. Made that with no chance of getting hit. Versus is still up. Yeah, that's true. The voice actor for original Ryoma has retired. Yeah, Leiji Matsumoto. Reiji Matsumoto? I think it's Leiji. Did a bunch of stuff. Didn't turn down a job to voice a hot-blooded pilot or not? Yeah. I mean, would you blame anybody that was like, oh, you want me to voice Ryoma Nagare? I'm down. Let's do it, you know? Like, I can't blame anybody for taking that job. Galaxy Railways is good. Ah, I just gave this kill to Saito. Oh well, it's fine. You didn't need that kill. Raideen, Daimos. Yeah, even like Combatler, because the new Combatler never really took off. It's a shame, but you know. We can always dream. No, Vaughn, you don't need this kill either. We're trying to get ace bonuses. Shaco's wall should still. Oh, he dodged anyway. Perfect.
ここでダー
Good job, Shaco. Ooh, Shaco. He's at 24 now. It really is, unfortunately. Because it's a big, like, honor thing of, like, hey, this character was voiced by this person, even though they can't do the job anymore, we don't want to, you know, replace them because that was their role. Very much is a big honor thing over there. Whereas, again, like you said, it is morbid, but when you compare that to, like, when the voice actor for Bright Noah passed away, and they needed him for Unicorn, it was like, yeah, do you want to voice Captain Bright in honor of the voice actor that would have voiced him? And the new guy's like, yes, I want to honor that man and take on this role of this character that I love, you know? I think it depends on the contract, because I remember hearing about that with a couple characters, but some of them, it is straight just an honor thing of like, we won't make this without them. The big one, what was the big one that I heard about that opened my eyes to that and made me go, wow, you know? I don't remember which one it was. It might have been Hayate no Gotoku, where Nobuyuki Hiyama was like off and was climbing mountains and was not available and was like, no, yeah, just do. If you need to have somebody voice him, just voice him for the cyborg that he voiced in Hayate no Gotoku. And they were like, no, we can't do that. We just won't have the cyborg show up anymore. It was like, oh, okay, I guess. Because they were like, you are this cyborg. Nobody else can do this, you know? What you don't get about this game is that the game is about battling robots for a king spaceship. It's Super Robot Wars. Always has your battleships that are your main from launching. You gotta have your battleships to be able to launch the robots. Yeah, it's not at all like the US. Absolutely. We could have used charge to get some extra damage. I didn't even think about that. Why do we sail? For freedom. 그럼 치마리. 오야르. Only Hayato and Apoli had their VAs changed from the original among the male characters. The rest were all female characters. Yeah. I think it's a weird situation where female characters' VAs get changed a lot, but male characters don't. And I think of that in a lot of ways the same way as, like, animation studios get changed a lot. I don't know if it's just like, well, they won't care, so it's fine, or if it's just like, hey, this person can't come back because they've got this other role or what, but it seems to happen quite often. To be fair, though, a lot of VAs, the female VAs in Japan seem to be able to, like, do very good impressions of each other, so it normally you don't even notice. Force VA was not happy. Yeah, she was not happy at all. Ace bonus. Oh, we didn't give him Proud Ace! Oh, we forgot to give Nero Proud Ace! Okay, I think we can still give it to him and it'll count retroactively. He just won't get his Ace bonus this map. That's unfortunate. I forgot all about it. That's my fault. Netflix is doing a redub of Evangelion for their dub of Evangelion. And Asuka's dub VA did not get the job. And she was not happy at all. She's pretty upset about it. I just realized he's going to give this to the Tyrannado. Because he's not going to kill. I saw shot down and I was like, we got it! But no. It's not going to be enough. Unless he crits. He crit. Okay, cool. Perfect. You wanted Sarah from Zeta to make a comeback due to her 2 VAs from the Zeta movies, giving her virtual VAs. Yeah. I think Sarah Zabiarov is a really interesting character that really doesn't get much like time. Nobody ever really talks about her, you know? She's a really interesting character. Long hair. It was just a thing back then. Longer hair was more popular back then. Alright, let's see. I really want to give that to Chibity, but I guess we could have Sai Saichi kill him. Sure. Can Cole Yamato? Oh, come on! Alright, Kincaid. Take him out. I really like Kincaid as a character. It's just they've been in all 3 of the last games, you know? Just in case. I wonder why anyone claims Crossbow won't ever get animated. Something. It's just weird it hasn't gotten animated yet. I know a lot of people that don't want it to get animated because they're tired of UC. And I know a lot of other people that have been waiting desperately for it. Andrew's been waiting on it for a long time. Almost probably forgot since that time. I mean, some anime still have long-haired characters, but Thunderbolt's getting seasons for the ONA and Hathaway's Flash getting a trio of movies. Yeah. I'm actually really excited for the Hathaway Flash movies. Alright. Get her beam! Hit him for me! Haha! Ryoma! We gotta remember to give everybody proud ace before we call it today. Nice. Yeah, that's true. I think that it would have been a little too messy, probably, to try and fit Hathaway's flash in with Char's counterattack, you know? Since we're at the start of Char's counterattack. Hit him, Harlock! Ah. Don't kill him. Hitting crossbow in the middle of early UC, so it won't be the weirdest thing they did with UC. Yeah, that's true. They didn't even try to make it a different timeline in this one, did they? Like in X. I guess I haven't thought about that. I guess I didn't even consider that. They just had them as, like, hey, this is part of UC. This is where we're at. Like, at least in X, it was a different timeline. Alright. Kiriko, you need to be the one to get the kill. So do it! It's your enemy, you get the kill. Do-do-do. Just runs up and punches the land battleship. I think Fortnite might get an animated series, but I don't think it's going to get an anime. I don't think the writing would be that good. T is a throwback to how it was pre-Z with it making a weird mess of the UZ timeline. Yeah, that's fair. Ah! You bet wrong, then. OX also had F91 on the same timeline as early UC. Yeah. Yep. Huh. Rashina Chui. Visitor from Endless Illusion. Right. We're probably going to call it after we get done upgrading and everything, but we need to make sure to put Proud Ace on our units. Have to make sure to remember to do that. Oh, man. Headache is just not going away. Yeah, that's true. Arlong would melt him. Kiriko still wouldn't die either. That's the crazy thing. Yeah, he would. I really like this song. Huh. That's true. We won the big battle. Kirito taking Shinji over his wing. That would make anyone in Evangelion scared if they knew what he was. Absolutely. Glass for glass. Ha 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 ha. Chibbity. That's really good. I like these characters a lot. These new original characters are really good. That's just fun. Star chart. Back on Quaint, right? Yep. On Quaint. Totoro, if he had a hug the police message on his t-shirt instead of Jolly Roger, would confuse the cops. It would, that's true. Okay. There's that smile that Kiriko gets with Fiona. Nice. Alien that was used to make dark matter made surrounding the ship. Yeah, I mean, some stuff goes down in that movie. Some stuff goes down in that movie. Okay, real quick. Proud Ace on everybody that we're using. Before we make that same mistake again. Proud Ace, Proud Ace, Proud Ace, Proud Ace. Proud Ace. Okay. Yeah. Still works. We still get the Ace pilot for them. Because they hit 50. Yeah, it did originally have 5 members. Star Wars reference? There were a couple, I believe. Alright. Ryoma, Chibiri, Akito, Kiriko, Chaco. Alright, now let's see. I wanna read Akito a bit more. There we go. There we go. We'll put 1 pip on him. Because we gotta use him enough, we might as well upgrade him a little bit. And... Yep. I'm dangerous since 1978. Do we still have one more bonus scenario we haven't done yet? I think we do. Yeah, we do. Right at the 4-hour mark. I think we end it here, and then next week we come back with the bonus scenario. And do that first. Which is going to be weird to do since we forgot to do it at the start of this stream. And so we don't have half those units, but... Alright. So... Wreck and rule. We will be back next... Well, actually, we'll be back Saturday, maybe? It's either going to be... It was going to be tomorrow and I have to work, and then it was going to be Saturday and I have to work. So it might be Monday that we'll do Friday's Tales of Vesperia, beating Tales of Vesperia stream. And then we'll be back Tuesday with... I think we're either going to do Falcon Age or Chocobo Mystery Dungeon Everybody Tuesday. We'll be back next Thursday with Super Robot Wars T. And next Friday, having finished Tales of Vesperia, we will begin Pokemon Black or White 2, whichever the two I decide to go with, as we continue playing my top 25 favorite games of all time. Until next time, though, everybody, thanks everybody for coming out. I have been Trey. This has been the Full Spectrum. And remember to always enjoy the full spectrum that Super Robot Wars has to offer. Later, everybody.